Hello, welcome to the lyric analysis for the song I'm Running the Show. Fun fact, I have all of my lyrics on this Polaroid, so I'm just going to read it and we're going to talk about what the song means, because I think it's really important that artists do this, especially when the song has a lot of different meanings. I feel like it creates a better connection to the song and to the artist, and it's something I really craved growing up that I didn't get. So let's get started. So I'm Running the Show is both literal, because I've done a lot of shows before, and also metaphorical, like I'm running the show being my life. And the first line is, I am rejected again. I just need someone to cast me and let me live. It's really hard to get cast, especially here in Orange County, near Los Angeles, even for unpaid stuff. And with acting, you have to get cast. But the other meaning of this is just in life. Like, I need someone to give me this job opportunity, this and that, so that I can finally live. I need permission to live. It's that seeking of validation. Next line is, why am I pandering to your creation? Why am I trying to be part of someone else's story about what life is instead of writing my own? And this is nothing against musicals and plays and film and being cast. I'm actually going to be in a live show over the summer. It's just this feeling of I'm not allowed to live until someone gives me permission about what I'm allowed to feel and say and think. So in the song, it's sort of this sad in the beginning, and then this part is like this anger, like, why am I pandering to your creation? Next line is, I can be the star, I can take it far, I am my own inspiration. So basically, I can be the star in my own life, I can take it as far as I want, and I can find my own inspiration. I don't need to wait for permission for someone to let me live. Also, there is a bit about my ego. I'm gonna just be completely honest, like, I do not like being ensemble in musicals. I like to be the star, sorry. But I did not have the confidence to go out there in a lead role at the time that I was doing these musicals all throughout my 20s. I just didn't quite have the singing voice. I would get this block in my throat. But I had always just wanted to be the lead. I mean, like everyone. I mean, it's like, oh, I'm admitting it. It's like, come on. Everyone thinks that. You're just not allowed to say it because there are no small parts, only small actors, and I'm very tiny. But just this confidence of like, yeah, I can be the star if I wanted to. I have the confidence, I have the skills. I'm not afraid of what people will think of me because I'm not asking for their permission for me to live. Next line is, why would I want to exist in your play? So your play meaning someone else's version of reality that they created. Because we all create our own version of reality. We cast the characters, the scene, the plot. And why am I waiting to be in someone else's when I'm the author? I'm writing my own life and my own play. Next line. I'm the A-list star. This is my memoir. I'm letting you know I'm running the show. When I looked at celebrities as a kid, like the A-list actors, I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to be that, but I could never. I don't have what it takes. They're like a different species of human, basically. And now I'm like, sure, I can be an A-list star. I can have my own memoir. And so I'm just letting people know that, yeah, I'm running my show. I'm running my own life. And no one can have power over me anymore. Next line is, thought I needed someone to cast me, but I just needed to trust me. So I thought I needed someone to tell me what my role was in life. Tell me who I am. Cast me in their play, their version of reality. I forgot that all I really needed was to trust myself and what is authentic to me to create my own reality. Next line. I can write it down. Don't need your help now. I'm letting you go. I'm running the show. So I can write my own music. Like I wrote this whole album. So I don't need anyone's help, but it's just if I want it, because I was in a band called Borderline Delusion in my 20s. And one of the reasons why I stayed so long after things went south is that I needed to find a producer to produce my music, because I wrote pretty much everything just On the piano, 4 chords. I don't really even play piano, just really as basic as it gets. And I try to learn music production, and I do not have the skill or talent for it. And that is okay because I have many other skills and talents. But it was a huge thing, and each song costs about $2,000 to produce. So I was trying to make contacts in LA and sort of get these connections because I could not afford that. But then with BeatStars, this is like a whole ad for BeatStars. I swear they're not sponsoring, but they definitely should. But with BeatStars, I got my confidence back. It's like, yeah. I don't need someone to help me. And because I'm not desperate, I can choose to work with people, but I don't need them, which is such a different energy of desperation, meaning like I can't get my dream done until someone else agrees, which is sort of the whole theme of this song. I'm letting you go, I'm running the show. I did let that band go because some of the power and relationship dynamics were getting really toxic and I just wasn't happy. And so now I'm running my own show, my own life. Next line. We can bounce off ideas, but I have the final say. So this is about having proper boundaries. You don't want to have a boundary that like no one can ever get in. I'm all alone all the time. Like that's also bad for you. But you don't want to have these porous boundaries where anyone and everything can come in and you forget who you are. So this is me saying like, hey, I don't have such a big ego that I'll never ever listen to anyone. I can bounce off ideas and have conversations with other people. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that decides what feels best for me. Next line. I'm the CEO. I'm the girl to know. Indispensable. I'm running the show. CEO of my own life of music. I'm the girl to know. Yeah, I'm that girl. Get it in the algorithm because that's the one song that did fairly well. That girl, probably because of all the internet stuff around it. Indispensable. I'm running the show. Just this self-confidence of, yeah, I can't just be replaced by someone else. And this does go back to the metaphor of being in an acting gig because it's like, and it never feels good to feel like that you can just be replaced. So my relationship with acting has changed. Like I'm doing a show this summer with some people that I had some connections with back before COVID. And I might still go to auditions, but the difference now is that I don't need them to cast me. I don't really care as much whether they do or don't because I have my own full life that I create. And I didn't have that before. I felt like I couldn't be successful or happy until someone else literally cast me in a role or I followed someone else's directions of who I should be and what my life should look like. And then last line, I'm running the show. I run my life. Next, this settles back down into the sad to the beginning because you don't just conquer your insecurities in one day. And the second verse says, it's hard to let it go. No. Don't others know better? What if I fail alone? So it's hard to let go of other people's expectations for me, especially when you've been a people pleaser, a perfectionist, and have lived that way your entire life. And there's this fear of not wanting to let it go because then I'll have to stand on my own 2 feet. And it's scary if you've never done that before. Don't others know better? We have this thing in society with this pecking order of, oh, people above me must know better. But really, you're the only one that can ever know yourself and what's best for you. You can listen to other people, but they are not you. And then what if I fail alone? So what if I don't have what it takes? I fail and I'm alone. I've lost everything. Like it's actually still gets me. It's actually terrifying. But then we go into the next line. It's a risk I am willing to take. Yeah, I am. I'm willing to take the risk that I'll fail alone. It's better than living someone else's idea of what life should be. I'd rather have a life than be a minor character, background for someone else's play. So basically, I'd rather be in my own failed play than be just a tiny little actress in someone else's life. And to be honest, this goes with shows too. I like being the star. Sorry, I do. I just want to be the star of my own life and probably, honestly, a musical, play, or film. Pretty much most performers feel that way, but I'm admitting it on the internet. Sorry if that insults you. I mean, come on. Next line, I'd rather be criticized than have someone else decide what I get to do and say. So with performing and even putting stuff out on the internet, there are a lot of just haters and negative people who will go there and try to criticize your greatest insecurities. And I'm taking this risk right now with putting this out. But I would rather be criticized than have someone else decide what I get to do and say. Someone else control my life. And it does take toughness. But I'm kind of like already saying my deepest wounds in the video. So it's like, how can they use it against me? Like, I've already processed and shared them. And I'm sure people might try if this video ever gets any views. But it's like, I'll take that risk and I'll deal with whatever comes up. Next, this is sort of like the outro part. So it says, the character that you write, the character of your life. So every day when you get up and live, you are writing your life like an author. You are the main character. And then the character of your life is what kind of character traits do you live your life with? Who are you? And who you are is going to show up in your external reality. Next line. The protagonist, do you even exist? As the story goes, are you running the show? So the protagonist is another term for the main character. Are you even a main character in your own life? Because you definitely should be, because it's your life. And then as the story goes, are you running the show? In the story that you write for your life, day after day, waking up, are you running your show? And the next part, is your character flawed? Do you love them at all? Let me tell you, your character will be flawed. That's what makes you human. But you can still love that flawed character. In fact, a perfect character would make a really boring story. Next line, do they learn from life or turn to a vice? And we all turn to vices, but your story is going to be how do you turn from that vice to a virtue? You can choose to write what you want from life. So yeah, it's your choice. Every tiny choice we make, no matter how small, is either going towards the life we want or away. And you are the author in every moment, in every tiny decision. It either takes you towards the life you want or away. And this is the outro. Who is running your show? If it's not you, it's time to let them go and run your show. So just ask yourself, like, whose expectations am I following right now? Like, mine would definitely be my parents. Like, I'm supposed to graduate high school, finish college, get a good stable job, have money be the forefront of my existence. And I definitely rejected that. But I was living someone else's script when I am the author. So I hope this song encourages you to just go out and do it. I hope it brings you some self-confidence and some comfort in whatever struggles you are going through. My name is Lauren Rhodes. This is the Rainbow Album, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay strong. Bye.